We're going to talk about fantasy football today. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because why wouldn't we talk about fantasy football? It's the 1st of August, and pretty sure preseason starts this weekend, right? And I think that, I think football is really America's game. I think it's probably overtaken baseball for years now. As much as I like baseball, I love pro football and the other football, what we call soccer here in the States. I might actually be a bigger soccer or football fan than American football fan. I'm a Manchester United supporter. I have been since I was young. They actually start their season next week, and I'm excited for that. So I will definitely get into that. But let's talk about pro football, our football here in the States. And fantasy football in particular. So my fantasy football background probably started when I was 6 or 7 years old. I remember doing fantasy football scoring with the newspapers on Monday and Sunday. So like on Monday and Tuesday if you had people playing on Monday night. So we would watch watch the games on Sunday, and then on Monday you would get the newspaper. So you come home from school, you get the newspaper, and you look up your players, and you would tally your score, whatever rules you had, usually whatever rules my dad had. And it was usually just like an in-house thing. But you would literally tally your own scores. And that's how I started in fantasy football. Then that progressed to spreadsheets. You still had to tally them, though. It wasn't done like automatically. But you still had to have the newspaper. As Mo comes in, and her first statement to me is, "Fucking nerd." Okay. But then you had spreadsheets, right? You had the Excel spreadsheets, but you still had to manually tally your scores. The math was a little bit easier if you used the right formulas and stuff on your spreadsheet. Vash, we'll talk about that. We will talk about that. But it was manual, and then when fantasy football moved into the age of the internet, they were paid websites at first. I remember the first league that I was in, part of the league fee, right, was to pay for the website that we had access to. And then obviously it became so popular that the big sports sites, including the NFL, I play on ESPN. And then another league I'm in, the only Dynasty league I'm in, which I just started Dynasty last year. I'd never done that before until last year, is on an app called Sleeper, which is a pretty good app. But then it moved into the realm of online. So, yeah. And Vash says, Chargers ... Do you have an issue with me being dressed like a Chargers head coach at this particular juncture? Like, I even have joggers on and tennis shoes because I had to do stuff this morning for my new job. Look, Vash, I'm assuming you're a Titans fan. What is their stupid saying? Tighten up? Nobody knows what that means. And nobody cares because there's only one good player on your team. The best running back in the league, and Derrick Henry. What is a Charger? Come to Daddy and find out. That's not getting edited out of the podcast at all in any conceivable way. Anyway, that's not leaving the podcast. But I've been a Chargers fan since, probably the same time I just started watching football. I remember when I was young in Southern California, The Rams played in Anaheim. Okay, they played at Angel Stadium before Angel Stadium was changed when Disney took over and the Rams left and yada, yada, yada. But the Rams played in Anaheim. And my dad was a Rams fan, which was just unfortunate because they were ass. They were terrible. And I think it was a preseason game, but they played the Chargers. And the Chargers wore the best jerseys in pro football, possibly professional sports, the powder blues. If anyone argues that with me, just note that you're wrong. The Chargers powder blue jerseys are the best, and shut up about it. Chargers are 28-18-1 against the Titans. That's probably true. And it was a preseason game, and the Chargers blew out the Rams. And now I didn't understand at 6 or 7 years old what preseason football was. Football was football, right? And so I told my dad, I made the fateful decision to tell my dad, hey, I am a Chargers fan. I like that team. They're awesome. Their jerseys are cool. They just kicked the Rams' ass. And I'm a Chargers fan. It has been 34 years. And they have broken my heart for literally 34 years. I yell and scream at two teams that I love. I yell at Manchester United daily. Daily I yell at Manchester United. And I yell at the Chargers. And there's another issue with me being a Chargers fan. My wife is in the other room right now. And she is from Kansas City. Are you saying y'all sexual, or do you want me to yell the word sexual? I'm just checking if that was a typo or both. My wife was born and raised in Kansas City. There she is with Go Chiefs. So she is a Chiefs fan. So the last few years have been rough for me, mostly because I want to punch Patrick Mahomes in his fucking face because he's so beautiful. Sexually. That actually came out amazing. But for those of you that know, the Chargers and Chiefs play in the same division. So twice a year, my wife and I glare at each other. And it's been really rough. Just saying, it's been really rough. She's turned the children against me. 100% she's turned the children against me. Hold on, Vash just sent me a thing. Is that a true stat? Oh, did you just send me the last time the Titans won? Fuck off. It was 2019, you guys won by 3. Probably because Phillip Rivers did something stupid. Asshole, I fucking hate that guy. And I love him. Phillip Rivers, Hall of Famer, or he will be a Hall of Famer. People that think he's not are stupid. Did you really just send me the scoreline with stats? That's right, we do play this year. We should definitely look at schedules here. We do play the Titans this year. Sent me a whole scoreline, this motherfucker. That's great. Well, Carrie says it's been rough for me. What have the Chiefs accomplished the last 3 seasons? I mean, because the expectation for them is winning a Super Bowl, right? And they failed. They're failures. I mean, they are you can utter and complete failures. The Chiefs are clearly why the Chiefs don't get the hatred for their name. Because it's clearly racist towards Native Americans, just like the Washington Redskins. We beat you last year in Kansas City. Nice try. So, I mean, clearly the Chiefs are racist, which makes the whole city of Kansas City racist. I'm just kidding. And their stupid little chant they do, racist. Mo, we will get you to understand football. Everything about the Chiefs makes me want to throw up. But mostly because I want to try to eat as many cheeseburgers as Andy Reid. Who is, by the way, one of the greatest coaches to ever perform in professional football. That Super Bowl solidified him as one of the greats. Them lose. Okay, here's the problem, and now like we're kind of divulging away from fantasy football, but we'll backtrack. We'll come back around. And only has one Super Bowl. However, Vash, looking at his whole body of work, he might be the coach that only needed one to solidify himself as a top tier coach. Those Eagles teams were good. Yes, guy, it is a fantasy. Only because you're here, Daddy. Those Eagles teams were good, but they couldn't get him over the hump. I don't think he was the reason they didn't win Super Bowls, and he took a lot of blame for that. Right? His whole career is like you said, like that's probably the best word. It's incredible. He has an incredible coaching career. He just coaches for the wrong team, in my opinion. Now, the problem with the Chiefs is this. Everyone else in the division got better, and not just better, but freaking like exponentially better. The Chargers solidified their defense. They got an actual cornerback that can play corner as long as you know, like as long as JC stays healthy, he'll be fine. He's one of the probably one of the best corners in the league. The Raiders got Devontae Adams along with Chandler Jones and solidifying their defense. The Broncos got Russ, which pisses me off because if I had to pick one team in the AFC West to vehemently hate, it's the Denver Broncos. I hate the Broncos. The Raiders are what they are. Their fans are fun and they're funny, but they're trash. But the whole division around the Chiefs got better. And they lost Tyreek Hill. They didn't just lose Tyreek Hill, they gave Tyreek Hill away. How do you let that happen? So, well done, Buttspot. Imagine getting Clyde and not being a top tier running back. Well, now, the running back position has changed. How many top tier running backs actually exist? And this will lead us back into fantasy football for a hot minute. How many top tier number one true running backs like we know them from the 90s and early 2000s actually exist in pro football? I think it's 5. And one of them gets hurt all the time in Christian McCaffrey. The running back position does not dominate pro football anymore. It doesn't. This isn't the 90s anymore. Where you don't have your Thurman Thomases, you don't have your Emmitt Smiths, you don't have guys like that, except for Derrick Henry. To me, Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league. And it's not even close. The problem with Derrick Henry, in terms of fantasy, if you're in a half point or a full point PPR, you know, like for me, I'm in a full point PPR, he gets a little bit devalued fantasy-wise. Well, hasn't it been a receiver year for the last 3 to 5 years? Haven't receivers taken over the league? As like, sure, they've always been skill players. There's always been great receivers, right, in the modern era of football, right? But receivers dominate that conversation way more than running backs have. Way more. You can look at the teams that have won Super Bowls in the last 3 to 5 years. Have they had dominant number one running backs, or are they running back by committee? In conclusion, we're going to blame the Patriots for this. It's the Patriots' fault. We're blaming the Patriots for changing the running back game. I heard dominant, so I came. I'm more of a switch, but let's go with it. I mean, yeah, I think receivers, and you know, like there's always a role for running back, but it's a running back by committee, right? Like that's, and then in terms of fantasy, it becomes okay. Well, who's going to get the most touches? if you're not drafting a running back early, who are you finding that's going to get the most touches? Who's your value to score, right? Like if you're going for flyers, a guy you think that's going to get the touchdown, who gets goal line carries? And even with some teams, goal line carries get weird. Take the Eagles, for example. Goal line carries, Jalen Hurts rolls out more on the goal line than any quarterback I've seen. It's kind of fun to watch. I like Jalen Hurts. But the era of the running back, it's not like when I was a kid, right? Barry Sanders ain't walking out that door. Mostly because he wouldn't have an offensive line to get out the door. Right? But there are top-tier guys, your Alvin Kamara's, your Derrick Henrys, guys like that. I want to put Austin Eckler in that conversation because his stats are crazy, but he's a pass-catching running back who happens to get handed off the ball 10 to 12 times a game. Right? Like, his quote-unquote potential dominance comes from the fact that he catches the football an awful lot for a running back. The offense flows through him, right? And I say that as a Chargers fan, totally biased. You all see my shirt. I'm wearing my bias literally on my shirt, right? But I don't think Austin Eckler is a top-tier running back, right? Exactly, though. See, and that's where the running back position has changed. But then you also have a guy who just got a really nice contract, and I'm glad he got paid. Then you have Deebo Samuel. What is he? Is he a receiver who also does running back duties, or is the dude just a flat-out running back who happens to be one of the best receivers in the league? He is an anomaly, which is really fun to watch. And I'm glad that he got paid. Oh, no, you're a Chargers fan? I'm sorry, I can't find... Oh, God, you're not a Raiders fan. I like Raiders fans. Actually, I love Raiders fans. I know Ed Debo can throw the ball. That guy literally, I think he got underpaid because he legitimately plays 3 positions for the 49ers. He also might be their best quarterback. Just throwing it out there, just saying. He might be their best quarterback. Also, fuck the Raiders. But the Broncos are worse. We all hate the Broncos, right? I mean, truly, clearly, we all hate the Broncos. Kilton, I married a Chiefs fan. My wife is from Kansas City. Did they let him go, or are they allowing him to seek a trade? Like, he's still under contract with them, right? And look, I live in Arizona and Phoenix, right? So I deal with the Cardinals fans thinking that they know things about football. Sports talk radio in Phoenix is the funniest shit in the world. And there's one guy that I go to that I enjoy and trust and know that he's going to be unbiased. That's Jody Ayler. If you guys don't know him, look him up on Twitter. Jody Ayler is amazing. The rest of sports talk radio here in Arizona is the most bandwagony bullshit I have ever heard of and seen in my life. It's hilarious. When the Cardinals win 2 or 3 games in a row, they're winning the Super Bowl to these people. It's great. I do live in Asia. It looks like Arizona, though. It's really weird. Oh, Kilton, she's turned the kids against me. They all tell me they're Chiefs fans. The dog's a Chargers fan because, she can't talk. So I just tell her that she is, and she just wags her tail at me. Well, and first off, what value are the 49ers going to get for Jimmy G? Right? And how are you letting a guy go that's consistently gotten you to the playoffs? And is Trey Lance the guy to get you over the hump? Like is that what they're expecting? And maybe they're not expecting it right away. And the 49ers fans seem to be pretty patient with that organization, right? The quote-unquote 49ers faithful, which is a pretty decent little fan slogan, right? But let's say 3-4 years down the road, when he's getting to the tail end of his rookie deal and they haven't won a Super Bowl, isn't he just the same as Jimmy G? Right? And that might be a hot take, but isn't he just the same in terms of accomplishment? Because they want to win a Super Bowl. That organization wants to win championships, and I respect that. Right? But you can't pitch to me, who's not a 49er fan, just a football fan, you can't pitch to me Jimmy G, a guy that's consistently taking you to the playoffs, competing for division titles, playing well against the Rams over and over again. The Rams are the class of that division. And you're getting rid of, or you're telling a guy that has gotten you to the dance, or at least gotten you a ticket, that he could go away and we're going to go with Trey Lance? How's that better? How's that improving? How's that going to help the 49ers reach their goal? I'll ram your division? Yes, please. If Jimmy G goes to Seattle, first off, that's a villain origin that I want that arc to start, and he will destroy the 49ers. He will turn into Tom Brady twice a year. Fucking guaranteed, if Jimmy G ends up in Seattle, he will turn into Tom Brady twice a year against the 49ers. And he will shit on them. Like, flat out shit on them. And look, apparently we're just talking about football teams that we're bringing up in chat, and I'm totally fine with this. How does DK Metcalf feel right now? Like, if you're DK Metcalf, top tier guy when he's right? Top, like, you know, he's probably in the top 10, right? And they let Russ walk out the door? Yeah, abandoned, betrayed. Probably thinking, where's my agent and how the fuck do I get out of Seattle? How do I get out of here? The Seattle ownership chose Pete Carroll over a guy that got them to 2 Super Bowls and won 1. And he did, yeah, he did. He did sign a new contract, which is weird. Jimmy G would be a huge upgrade from Drew Lock. There's no way Seattle looks at Drew Lock and goes, yeah, man, you're our guy. Because if they do, they're delusional. They are delusional if they think that's the case. Period. By the end of the season, I might be the starting quarterback for Seattle. And I'm 350 pounds. How much is guaranteed in that contract? 3 years, 73? Maybe they had to overpay him to get him to stay. But, yeah, I don't know, man. If I was DK, I'd be like, so I go from Russ to Drew. Drew Lock is basically Jay Cutler. Nobody gives a shit. Literally nobody gives a shit about him. Like, in every conceivable way, nobody gives a shit. So let's talk about fantasy football. Who in here plays fantasy football? Or has played, or at least knows what it is? Wait. Oh, do we want to talk about Atlanta? Hot Atlanta? You think Mariota can do something with that team? I really like Cordell Patterson. Do you know how much money Cordell Patterson won me last year? Do you know how much money he won me? And not in fantasy. I'm talking flat out bets, like touchdown bets. Cordell Patterson made me a bunch of money last year. Give that guy the ball 47 times a game, and you might have a chance to win 4 football games. He couldn't with ours? I don't know, man. The way your guys' offensive structure is structured, throwing the ball is clearly optional. Throwing the ball in Tennessee is optional. Just flat out options. You can't throw, yeah? I mean, it's definitely something. It's definitely something. Where am I at here? There we go. Well, and also look at the division Atlanta's in. There's clearly two teams at the top and two teams that are bad, right? Tampa Bay is the class of that division. Seattle, I'm sorry, the Saints, when they're right, when they're okay, when they have their own quarterback issues. Well, Mariota's the typical Pac-12 quarterback, though, right? He comes in with all this hype, and he gets to the big league, and yes, 100%. Yes, they're bards. They call signals. Well, and I think leadership is the product of opportunity as well. And, like, we don't see the inside of the locker room and how he interacts with his teammates there. And that obviously factors into the leadership category. I was invited to a fantasy football league once, then just got ignored. Are you referring to me, to our league guy? What are you talking about here? Justin Herbert might save Pac-12 quarterbacks in the NFL. Oh, Mikey's league, yeah. I've gotten no information for that Dynasty League, like at all. So, we'll see how that one goes. Hold on, Vash. Hold on. What has he won? Now, when the Chargers drafted Herbert, I told all my friends that's the best pick that we've had in years. Okay? And everyone's like, oh no, he's a bust. He can't do it. Now, I watched Herbert live. I watched him play with my own eyeballs. Yes, on TV, but also in a stadium. Right? I watched him with my eyeballs and that's the guy. That's the guy. He has the tools to be not just a serviceable quarterback in the NFL, but to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. Okay? I watched him with my eyeballs and was like, oh, damn. That guy is diffy diff. He's got it. You don't need to be terribly knowledgeable on ins and outs to be successful in fantasy football. Hell, I've watched people draft players because they like the color of their jerseys and they have hot weeks. Don't let people fool you about fantasy football. There is strategy involved and you can study stats and shit like that. But Vash will tell you he's played fantasy football for a long time. It's like 90% luck. So, and it's intended to be fun. I want to make that abundantly clear about fantasy football. I know people get weird and crazy and they're like, no, you have to do this and you must do that. You have to do the 2-2-1 strategy, blah, 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 blah. Fuck that. Fantasy football is fun. If you like a player, if you got a feeling about a player, pick them up off that wire and stick them in your fucking starting lineup and see what happens. That's what fantasy football is. It's supposed to be fun. Supposed to be fun. And there's a lot of luck involved. And can strategy put you in a position to be more successful? 100% yeah. 100% yes. You'll get a game like Randy Moss had 3. Yes. Yes. Mo says, I want to get a group of people together, have them all dress up as football players, and then hand random people a football and start running for the football players. So Mo doesn't want to play fantasy football. She wants to play she wants to play actual football in the real world randomly. I like that. I draft all dead players and hit the waivers. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Look, strategy. That sounds like a strategy to me, guy. Now, I would argue it might not be a winning strategy, but it is a strategy Nonetheless, back to the Falcons that Vash wanted to talk to. Last year they won 7 games, but they also had Matt Ryan. There's no way they get to that number again, right? They were 2-6 at home, too. Imagine building a $20 billion stadium and getting 2 fucking wins. Oh, Kilton, that happens every season. That happens every season. Injuries are part of not just the game itself, because of course they are, because these are actual people that we're talking about. But it's definitely part of fantasy football. Definitely part of it. The problem with the Falcons also, Vash, so the Falcons had 7 wins last year. They went 7-10 last year, and their point differential was negative 146. Negative 146. You always want backups and secondaries. Yeah, for sure. Like, you want to plan for that, but also, Kilton, say if it's a top-tier guy that gets hurt that's on your team, you want to swoop to the waiver wire as quick as you can and pick up their backup. Because everyone else, at least your relatively knowledgeable players in your league are going to try to target that backup. So it depends on your waiver wire order and who gets top priority. But you want to try to get that backup. Because that backup is going to take over probably the majority of their time and their touches. Pitts and Patterson are the only 2 good players on that team, on the offensive side of the ball. And hear me out, guy, don't draft anyone from Carolina. Do not, look, I've been burned by McCaffrey twice, I won't draft him. He is fantasy football dead to me. He's dead. Now watch, now that I've said that, he's going to be the offensive player of the year. He's going to have 104 catches for like 933 yards and 7 receiving touchdowns. He's going to rush for 1,282 yards and 13 rushing touchdowns. Write that down. Clip that. That's what's going to happen to Christian McCaffrey this year because I won't touch him. Guaranteed I won't touch him. I made transfer McCaffrey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and that's that's the other thing, too. When a guy like McCaffrey goes down, like, oh, he's going to be out 7 to 8 weeks, and you have him, you start fielding trade offers to get rid of him, to see what you get back in return. And then if you're the person taking McCaffrey on, you're thinking, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm getting the number 1 guy, and he's coming back from injury. Then that motherfucker gets hurt again. Look, Christian McCaffrey's going to go off this year. Guaranteed he goes off because I won't touch him. I won't touch him. If the way we do our draft order in my main league is we play a game to determine draft order. A couple years ago, we drew cards, and whoever had the highest card got to pick their spot. So if you got the ace of spades, you could pick which part you wanted on the board. It's a 12-team league, right? We've done like a horse racing simulator, and if your horse came in first, you got to pick. Do you want the first pick, second pick, 12th pick, whatever, right? So we do that. If I get the first pick of the draft, I will not touch Christian McCaffrey. Which tells you, that should tell everyone that will listen to this, Christian McCaffrey's going to go off this year. He's going to have almost 1,000 yards receiving and 1,282 yards rushing with a total of like 27 touchdowns. Definitely beating off a dead horse. Definitely beating off a dead horse. Atlanta's trash. What other teams do we want to talk about? Oh, let's talk about the Cowboys. Because who doesn't like fucking talking about the Cowboys, right? Hot take, the Cowboys are not winning the division this year. The Cowboys are not winning the NFC East this year. No, not at all. Do not draft Zeke. Stay away from him. Dak could be your backup or your secondary quarterback. They might be your second favorite team, but they're not America's team. That's a lie. Your second favorite team is anyone who plays against the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't hate the Cowboys. In fact, when I was younger, I liked watching the Cowboys because Troy Aikman went to UCLA. That's an accurate value, though. The Cowboys are the most profitable franchise in American sports. They're the only American sports franchise, Vash, that competes value-wise with European soccer teams, like the big European soccer teams. They are the only one. Jerry Jones, love him or hate him, is one hell of a businessman, right? Hey, knock it off. Oh, okay. I thought you guys were fighting. I don't watch foot fairies. Pro soccer is a better sport than pro football. Fight me on that. One day, our best athletes in the United States will figure out how much money they can make from playing pro soccer overseas. All right, somebody ban Kilted. How do I ban Kilted? Man City. Fucking absolute shite. Fuck that oil franchise. Fuck that team. Nobody knew about Man City 7 years ago. Yeah, I've been a United fan since I was 13 years old, 12 years old. When I met David Beckham at a soccer camp. God, Kilton, you're banned. It's okay, Kilton. Everyone's allowed to make bad decisions. Oh, you fuck off. You fuck off. The city is yours. The city is yours. 20,000 empty seats. Are you fucking sure? I hate that City is good. I hate that Liverpool is good. And I hate that United still has Harry Maguire. Fucking United. God damn it. Fuck. Fuck. Chargers and United, why the fuck do I watch you? Because you love me. The Galaxy thing? Yeah, the Galaxy are one of the best MLS franchises ever. Football, yes. As in, like, using your foot like they do in Europe? Yes, thank you, Bash. Donnie Pineapples? That might be a top-tier Twitch name right there. Donnie Pineapples. Top-tier Twitch name. Thank you for the follow. Oh, that's funny. Yep, penis. Thanks, Buttspot. Really should have changed the Buttspot name for today. Cowboys will not win the division. The Eagles will win that division. Mark my words. The Eagles are winning that division. Also, do we have to call Washington the Commanders? Or can we call them the Reskins? Yes, the Eagles are winning that division. I'm calling it now. Write it down. Write it down, clip it, do whatever the fuck you want with it, put it on TikTok. The Eagles are winning that division. Period. Another one of the 12 Chargers says, hey man, we're 12 of the coolest people you're ever going to meet. We're 12 of the coolest people you are ever going to meet. Period. Yeah, I'm not calling Washington the Commanders. I'm calling them the Reskins. They're terrible. The Giants are terrible. But the Eagles are going to win that division. Period. The Packers are winning the North because the Vikings are shit. And the Bears are poop. And the Lions are the Lions. Do we want to talk about anyone else in the AFC? Oh, are we going to talk about how the Titans aren't winning the South, Bash? Momo's a Packer fan, right? Yeah, like we talk about how the Titans are not... Dude, Donnie, that is such a fucking good call, and I'm glad you brought that up. That actually popped up on my DraftKings the other day. All right? Dude, take the over on the Lions. Take the fucking over. The Colts are winning that division. Hands down, the Colts are winning that division. And I'm only saying that to fuck with you. Right? Yes. I'm only saying that to fuck with you. No one wins the... Fuck off. No. I've pissed Vash off. Let's go. Everyone tell Vash the Colts are winning the division. Well, hold on now. Let's kind of talk about this. Period. Oh, is Fudge Packers not allowed? Yeah, we're gonna allow that. I was about to fly out there. Okay, so the Colts are winning the division because if Vash is gonna fly out here and shove my face in his asshole, I mean, okay, yeah, the Colts are winning. The Vine Queens and the Fudge Packers. Oh, Momo, thank you for the gifted sub. That's so nice of you to Vashy Vash. Well, let's talk about it, because obviously it's between the Titans and the Colts. I do think Jacksonville gets a lot better, right? I think Jacksonville gets a lot better. In fact, Trevor Lawrence might be a viable fantasy quarterback option as a backup, or if you're like me, I'm in my first 2 quarterback league, or we have a super flex where a second quarterback is an option. Okay? I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to be serviceable fantasy-wise as a backup or a second quarterback. Okay? The Colts, however, no way. Okay, wait, hold on. You're calling Trevor Lawrence a bust after his rookie season when Urban Meyer was his head coach? Enough of that. Enough of that. And Donnie, you're 1,000% correct with that statement. He doesn't have a high bar to clear, but don't we have to let the man progress? No way. He's a way better thrower. And he's smarter than Brady Quinn. Just because someone went to Notre Dame doesn't mean they're smart. The Oregon Tonkins, yes. Yes. Lawrence does not have a high bar to clear, but shouldn't we be judging quarterbacks like that go to exponentially shitty teams by the improvements that they make over time? No one expects him to make the playoffs or win a Super Bowl, right? No. So, Trevor Lawrence will be good this year. What does that mean for Jacksonville? Probably 5 to 7 wins. Probably. Now the Colts. Did the Colts get way better getting rid of Wentz and putting Matty Ice at the helm? Does that allow the Colts, with Jonathan Taylor, with their receivers, which is a serviceable core, does it make them better than they were last year? There's no way getting Matt Ryan makes you worse than when you had Carson Wentz. He might not be the Matty Ice of his MVP season, but he's still better than Carson Wentz, right? And Donnie, would you say that they were better with Rivers than they were with Wentz? Let's just use that as our baseline. So Rivers to Wentz to Ice. Yeah, I think they're better. Now, they lost that division by 3 games. They were 9-8 last year. The Titans were 12-5, which is probably where they're going to be at this year too, unless Tannehill decides to throw 42 interceptions. Because Tannehill's mid. Flat out mid. First off, the Chargers fans didn't do that. The worst owner in pro sports did that in Spanos. So fuck off. You fuck off. Look, and first off, Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer. How the Chargers didn't win a Super Bowl with Rivers, LT, and Antonio Gates is fucking beyond me. It's beyond me. Beyond comprehension. And the only explanation I have is that Spanos made a deal with the devil. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. And then he's like, oh, we're going to move to LA. Now, granted, I'm from Los Angeles. I used to go down to San Diego a lot to watch the Chargers. Okay? He moved the team to LA and couldn't even get his own stadium. Couldn't even get his own stadium. He shares a fucking stadium with another team that won a Super Bowl last year. Fuck that guy. Worst owner in sports. Worst owner in sports. No one can convince me otherwise, and that is my clear bias hatred of the Spanos ownership group. LT is one of the greatest running backs to ever grace a football field. Period. Oh, do you guys want to rile up Vikings fans? Just tell them that LT is better than Adrian Peterson. They get mad at you. It's funny. It's funny. Ran into Spanos on the streets in Baltimore and was in punching distance. Did you execute said punch? That would have been worth the jail time. Yeah, pissing off Vikings fans by telling them that LT is better than AD. Oh, yeah. Don't care. Don't care. Fuck Adrian Peterson. Also, fuck Adrian Peterson because guess who he broke the single game rushing record against? Yeah, thank you, guy. Really? But who does he identify as? A Viking. He should have ended his career in Minnesota. At least like one of those one-day contract retirement things. I felt like that would have been nice. He would have bankrupted because he's a piece of shit. He would have bankrupted you like he did the Chargers. If it's a record against a defense, the Chargers were the defense that caused it to happen. He might. I do think the Colts are better with Matty over Carson Wentz. I like their running back, obviously Jonathan Taylor, probably going top 2 or top 3 in every fantasy draft ever. But the Titans are winning that division. Unless Vash tells me he's going to fly out here and make me eat his ass, then the Colts are winning that division, so we could have that happen. Are we going to talk about Deshaun Watson? A 6-game like a 6-game suspension, was that enough? JT is a beast, yeah. He really is. Was 6 games enough for what Deshaun... Now, like, he's not guilty. These are civil suits, not criminal. Let's talk about Calvin Ridley. He good. He's Superman this morning. Calvin Ridley's Superman. Calvin Ridley did legal things, betting on sports, and then chose to walk away, probably before the NFL suspended him. And they're like, you never get to come back. And then Deshaun Watson gets 6 games for, 25 pending civil suits for sexual misconduct? There it is. There it is, guy. Well, and now, again, we have to be clear here. These are not criminal things. These are civil suits. Right? So, 6 games without Watson for the Browns. Okay? Or 6 weeks. I don't know when their bye is. But let's just call it 6 games without Watson for the Browns. Can the Browns make the playoffs? Because they were 8-9 last year with Baker. Speaking of villain origin stories, Baker Mayfield might make Carolina fun. But is Cleveland even in the playoff picture going into the season now? Because before the season, sure. But going in, I don't know. I think that Brissett would be the starter. Unless they trade for Jimmy G. But why would Jimmy do that knowing he's not going to be the starter when Watson comes back? Yep. Well, I think the biggest issue with the Ray Rice case was, of course, that he literally sucker punched. I think it was his fiancée at the time, but it was caught on tape. You think that even with Watson for a full season, the Browns weren't making the playoffs? Is that what you're saying, guy? Jimmy G to the Giants? That would make the Giants exponentially better. Knocked her the fuck out. Yeah, I don't know about the Browns. I don't know how to feel about them. Well, by the time he gets back on the field, it'll be a season and a half just about, right? Well, football. Steelers are going to be interesting. No Roethlisberger. Trubisky thought he was the starter, and then they drafted. So I think they're going to fall off a few games. The class of that division is the Bengals, right? You know Joe Shiesty. Hey, man, we don't judge that, Donnie. Hey, man, he can do what he wants. Can do what he wants. So fantasy-wise, let's talk about fantasy football. Why do we like fantasy football? For those of us that play it, or that have thought about playing it, or even casuals, Why do we like fantasy football? I win money. I don't win championships. I'm not special. I've won a couple times in leagues past. You know who the best QB is to draft this year for fantasy? Josh Allen has to be number one, right? Being better than my friends, I fucking love that, Donnie. So your goal in fantasy is just to beat your friends on a weekly basis. Not Kirk fucking Cousins. Oh wow, so you play in you get bigger money leagues than I'm actually. My league is $50 per person, and there's 12 of us. So, and we do a payout for best regular season record, and then I think the two that make the finals get a little bit of a payout, and then the winner gets the rest. So the best regular season record, you get your money back, right? And then for making the final, I think you got your money back too. And then the winner took the rest of the pot. That's how we do ours. 10th year, 10-man league. Don't care about the money. That's what my name of the tribe. I fucking love that. See, like, the money's nice. It's fun, right? But, like, again, it's not a ton of money on my end, right? I do play in my Dynasty League. I think we're doing 40 this year. It's either 20 or 40. So, again, I don't play in big money leagues. Not that I wouldn't, but I save that money to do daily fantasy on DraftKings, which I got into last year. For those of you who don't know, here in Arizona, online gambling was made legal last year. Like, last year at the start of the football season is when it started. So I got to get into that for the first time. And I also do, I will do one long bet slate of who I think's going to win, right? So one big parlay of who's going to win every game. And then I like to do touchdown parlays. So I'll pick 5 to 7 people who I think are going to score a touchdown on any given Sunday and Monday and Thursday too. I usually stay away from the Thursday game. But I really got into the touchdown parlays. Last year on DraftKings, between my individual bets and my daily fantasy, I finished plus $1,250. So I play in lower money fantasy league, so I have money for actual betting. Played a 1K 10-man league last year. Winner take all came in second. Oh my god. Wait, there was no holy shit, there was no payout for making the final? Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. DraftKings is legit. Like, straight up legit. That was something that I really enjoyed. 10,000 or nothing. First, that was a huge payout, right? But holy shit, dude. Dang. For whatever reason, on my PC, my DraftKings account doesn't let me log in all the way. Like, it tells me that I'm in the wrong location. So I do most of it from my phone. Plus, their website is kind of poop. But I like doing the touchdown parlays are a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So that allows me to do some more of that fun stuff by playing in lower level leagues. All right, well, DraftKings is being stupid. I was going to log on to it, but it's being stupid. There we go. So money, beating your friends, and having fun. Would we say those are the 3 things that we like the most about fantasy football? Money, beating your friends, and fun, right? What do we think about Jeff's fantasy football team name? Having something to do during August? Yeah, for sure. Yes or yes to my fantasy team name. Watson's Parlor Girls. Solid. I thought of that a couple weeks ago. I was like, I'm going to make that my fantasy team name. Hands down, fantasy team name. How do you guys prepare for fantasy drafts? We could make it mock draft time. But I wanted to show you the league and like the league I'm in and what thoughts I had. The Watson 27. No, what? No, what? You're going to be not mocking yet? I can do just some simulated mocks. So this is the league I'm in. This is my main league, okay? With my friends. Work friends who became real friends. And this league is going to be different this year. And I'll show you why. We have our one quarterback. We do 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, a flex, which is running back, wide receiver, tight end. But we also have the super flex. On ESPN, it's called the offensive player utility. It's a stupid name. But this allows for a second quarterback. So wide receiver, tight end, running back, quarterback. And I've never done a league like that before. Did my webcam move? The hell? Fix it. There, that's fine. So I've never done that before. And then, of course, our defense, our kicker, and we have 7 bench spots. So I've never done a second quarterback before. So preparation has been a little weird for me. Like, I should say it's been really weird for me. Do a lot of Excel, really? Make my own projections, compare them with industry standards, and fit. Wow, so you actually download all of the jazz, huh? Like all the stuff. Vash, I don't know how to do the mock with other people on here. I'm guessing it's a mock draft lobby. And we'll figure it out. So, for me, I am a little bit old school. I have, and my wife does this for me every year, goes and gets magazines. Like, I do the magazine reading. Like, I have 2 of them this year. This one's a little bit better. This is a little bit better. Like, I like this one. You guys can see that. Let me switch over. This one's probably been a really good magazine this year. Like, I'm a big fan of the magazines and, like, the paper reading stuff. Well, and I was thinking about that because I believe in a league like this, where there's a second quarterback option, that you have to take that option, right? Oh, do you guys have your draft order already, guy? Drafted 5th? Is it a 10-team league or 12? Well, and Donnie, I was thinking about this, because usually it's like, okay, where am I drafting? Who are the top guys? Where am I going with this? How do I want to? What's my outlook for my team? Right? It's usually running back, receiver. Right? I think running back maybe top 3, 4. Right? And then you get into the big-time receivers, and then maybe a Patrick Mahomes goes in the first round in a typical one. Mahomes or Rodgers in a typical one-quarterback league, right? Oh, I like that, Donnie. I like that. We choose a draft order every year. Just for fun. We also did last year, we got to pick each other's wrestling theme songs, and we did wrestling entrances. It was pretty awesome. I think I was Stone Cold. I think, if I remember correctly. So, but this year's draft, because of this Like offensive utility player, it's super flex, right? I am completely lost on preparation. I'm just like, look, what do I do? Because I feel the need for speed, but I feel the need to literally go quarterback. And like it's 12-team league, but I feel the need to draft two top tier quarterbacks like right away. Like quarterback, then running back, then receiver. Because there's so many receivers, right? With beer sheets, no. What are beer sheets? What are they? Tell me what they are. Because I will Google beer sheets. Don't do it. Tell me what they are before I Google them. Yeah, guy, but didn't you have... wasn't that a one quarterback league, though? Where one of those guys was on the bench in week 1, right? In this league, both of those guys would start. Oh, really? Well, literally Googling it. Oh, you have to request the forms? Oh, I see it. Yeah, I found it. Oh, it's instant? Nice. Yeah, I don't think we have off the wall settings. Here, I'll pull up the settings for this particular league. It's team settings, league. I'm pretty sure it's standard scoring. Where are we at here? Scoring. Yeah, it's all standard. 6 points for rush, 4 points for pass, -2. Yada, yada, yada. I did propose that we get rid of the kicker and add a third receiver. But we'll probably think about that for next year. I'm actually doing this right now. Hold on. Is there PPR on here? Points per reception. We do a whole point PPR. Do you save it as an Excel or a CSV? Like, if you've done either one, which one works better for you? We just did that, got rid of. See, I liked a few years ago, I was in a random league that I had signed up for because they did the individual defensive players, and I loved that because I thought that it added some nuances to the game. And it's fun waking up on Sunday morning, looking at the matchups, going to your waiver wire, and going, boom, let's pick that defense on a flyer because they're playing against an offense that's struggling, or maybe they have a key player hurt. That's fun. It's a little bit easier, right? But man, the individual defensive players was actually a lot of fun. It does make your rosters ungodly large, and it can be a little tough to manage. It can be tough to manage for sure. I'm actually downloading this right now. Thank you for that information. I never heard of that before. I actually might save it into my Google Drive too. Yeah, I think I'll put it in my drive. Might not be a bad idea. Nice. Thank you for that. That's cool. So this particular league and this change that was made, because it's, I mean, we're humans, we're creatures of habit, right? So so I got kind of stuck in my mode of what, like, every fantasy football draft that we've ever done, right? Of, okay, cool, one quarterback, two running backs, two receivers, tight end, one flex spot, yada, yada, yada. Then you start looking for your backups, guys you would plug in holes, your sleeper picks, stuff like that. And I do not know, do not understand how to address this this second quarterback option. Like, how do I address it is where I'm at, right? So I'm a little bit lost on that, but we'll figure it out. Like, I'm literally considering, like Guy said, he did Mahomes and Murray back to back, but I think that was a one quarterback league where one of those guys just sat on the bench. No, Donnie, we do not do draft order until the day of the draft when we're all together and we play a game each year or do something like a simulator or like an auto number generator or whatever. So we go into the draft without knowing what pick we are. So that's why I come over here to this little mock draft simulator. And I'll just do a couple of, I can't remember what pick I just was. I think I did 12th. What pick am I? I don't know. But then I like to just come in here and go, okay, cool, I have this particular pick. And just kind of go in and just do like mock drafts. The guy was 11th here. And you can change it. There is a way to speed this out. So sometimes I'll just go in here, I'll set it up to be my league settings, and I'll go to auto draft, and I'll see what kind of team it gives me. Just for fun. And then I'll go back and I'll change the pick, so I can kind of see generally what a draft would look like, right? So this one I ended up with Dak and Patrick Mahomes. This is actually a pretty decent draft. I would take that. I don't know about the two Chargers receivers on the same team, although I love that. I would actually trade Melvin Gordon for a bag of chips because he's a traitor bastard. But but then you can click on mock draft again, and I can randomize. Did I put on PPR? I think I did. Yeah, I did. So randomize. So let's do one for second, right? Right to start the draft. So Josh Allen went first. So who would I take second? Probably Jonathan Taylor. Let me wait, and then we'll just click on auto draft. Let's see what we get. So I'll sit here and I'll do this 10, 12, 13, 20 times. And some of the teams that are spit out are fucking legit. I don't know about Justin Fields and Tua. Wait a minute, guy. Hold up. Wait. So you're drafting your friend's team and he's drafting yours. Now, are you guys doing this to fuck with each other and draft a terrible team for each other? Or are you guys going in to legit draft? Because that's funny. That's funny. Oh my God. Wait. So now if you guys are doing that, doesn't it impact the draft for everyone else? Like, for example, first round, let's say your buddy has pick 3, right? There might be some mild fuckery. Okay. So instead of taking Aaron Rodgers, you're taking Rodden Odgers, right? Like shit like that. Kirk Cousins is going in the first round of this draft, right? Like that's going to happen. On this particular one, this was pick 2, And again, I just did an auto draft. They're taking Aaron Hernandez. One thing I don't like is I cannot click out of here and see the order of the picks, so I kind of have to guess where some of these guys were drafted. Taylor, now Saquon. Oh, God, fucking Saquon. Stay healthy. Stay healthy, Saquon. So, we'll go back. I'll just randomize the position. So now we have 4th, right? It's all set up to my league settings. Start my draft. We're taking Herbert at 4 in this draft, right? Because of the 2 quarterback thing. And then I'll just click on auto draft and we'll just kind of see what it gets. It gives me a grade. I don't know how to feel about those grades, or they seem pretty legit. That was a B. If Breece Hall ends up as one of my starting running backs with Elijah Mitchell, I'm throwing this entire team away. Why is Melvin Gordon on every single one of my teams? I fucking hate that guy. But Jalen Hurts with Herbert in a 2 quarterback league, are you taking that 10 times out of 10? Both guys can move. They score with their feet. Herbert's a way better passer, but I think Eckler is just a PPR demon, right? Yeah, but I think those quarterbacks might make up for some of the downfalls. I like T. Higgins, Cortland Sutton with Russ, sure. Kelsey, yes. As much as I hate his stupid face, do it, Vash. Oh, I forgot to click on the thing. Oh, I can click out of there. Wait up. So now I could actually look and see what order things were picked. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. Oh, what? Look at that. I'm learning something new. So now I can see the order. And that's only the app, right? Like the Sleeper website doesn't do that. That's only via the app, right? Shit, I didn't know I could do that. Drafted Roman Reigns, I would too. He's going to be champion for 5 years. SummerSlam is lit. I don't care what anyone says. B+ show. About to find out. Nice. Will report back. Thank you. Happy quarterback. Hey, Bill Goldberg might be the best running back you can draft. Oh, I clicked on Analyze Draft. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, so it gives me some more information. I've actually never clicked on this. So I go back to my draft simulator, and I can actually look at all of the mocks I've ever done. As you guys see, a couple weeks ago, I did a bunch of them. So let's start a mock. Randomize again. Just because I like seeing... So now 3rd. Start your draft. I don't care about you. So, okay. So in this one, McCaffrey. Now, if McCaffrey falls to me at 3rd in a 12-team, 2-quarterback potential league draft, do I take McCaffrey at 3rd, or am I taking Herbert? Or Eckler? What would you guys do in this situation? You have the 3rd pick in a 12-team draft, and it's a potential 2-quarterback league with the Superflex. Who do you take? Who are we taking here? The guy says Eckler. Let's do that, guy. I'll do that for you. So here. I'm going to take Eckler here, and then I'll sim the rest of the draft, and we'll see what we end up with. Knowing that we didn't take a quarterback in the 1st round in a top 3 pick. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to do one more snake round? Okay. So here's pick 2. Murray, Hurts, Fournette, or CeeDee Lamb. Again, 2-quarterback potential league with Superflex. Okay? Who are we taking here? Murray? That's what I was thinking. I think I would have taken Murray here. Let's keep this going now. So we have one quarterback. We have a running back. Okay. We have Andrews, Evans, Reek, or Hurts. I know who I would take here. Yeah, no, I would take Hill. For me, I'm taking Hill. Andrews provides advantages for sure because the tight ends are. How many top tier tight ends are there? Kelsey, Andrews, and Waller. Are those the three? And Kittle, right? Like those are probably the four. And then after that, there's a substantial drop off in tight end, right? Like a substantial drop off. To where I don't want to say that your tight end slot wouldn't matter after the four, but it becomes you can wait and draft other positions before you come back to tight end, right? It turns into that kind of position. And I pulled up my roster there. You would take McLaurin here? Not Russ? So if you have a Sleeper account, we can do mocks on Sleeper. Oh. Like on the website?
Taking the little.
Okay, sweetheart, I love you.
Love you too. Liam's getting his haircut.
Okay.
Getting the mop off his head.
Taking Romo? I would take Russ here because I think with wide receivers, there's so much on the board. Like, so much on the board. Let me see if I remember how to sign into my Sleeper app. Oh, you can. No shot. Let me see if I remember my shit. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out my Sleeper account login. And you guys debate here. Who are you taking here? Figured out my login, bitch. So you want to pair Sutton with Russ? Yeah, honey, a salad sounds good. Thank you. I haven't eaten. I've only had coffee. I should have grabbed some water. Montgomery to pair with Eckler? The problem is he's on the Bears. Yeah, so we want to potentially double up Russ with Sutton? You're going to penis that before to penis Liam? Got it. Who else do the Bears have? I don't know. Robinson, right? He's still a Bear, right? So now we have the injured J.K. Robbins, who's probably not going to be picked here. No, that's right. Robinson, yeah, he's a Ram. We have Bateman, who's a receiver with Lamar. And I like Lamar, but there's something to be said for that. And now we have something interesting. Now, these are suggestions. So I could actually suggest another player here, and it will drop another one for me. Okay? And I can actually change the position we're targeting, yada, yada, yada. Okay? I don't know if I would take Jerry Jeudy knowing that I have Sutton. That puts 3 Broncos on my team. Right? Like, is that something you guys look at, bye weeks? And putting too many people from one team on your roster, especially your starting roster. Juju's probably the number 2 guy in Kansas City, right? Behind Kelsey, right? So when Juju popped up, that kind of looked interesting to me. They do. I totally read that as MVP. Like the wrestler. I was like, oh, they have Montel Vontavious Porter. Let's go. Yeah, but isn't Juju going to be on the field for between 85 and 90% of their offensive plays the way they run their offense in Kansas City? I think he will. I did pull up Sleeper. And does Sleeper not let you change your the settings for your mocks? No, I don't think it does. I'm checking right now. Check it right now. How do I change this shit? Ah! Just clicking on buttons here. Here we go. Draft settings. PPR, 12 teams. Snake. CPU auto pick. Roster settings. Save. Hold on. I'm setting it up. Let's get rid of. Oh, no, let's get rid of that. How do I add a spot? And we want a super flex. Boom. And there's 7 bench spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Sorry, setting stuff up here. And we'll finish this mock. Well, I was trying to do like the settings for my league, because again, I want to see what it looks like with the 2 quarterback thing, Donnie. That's why I want to do it. And yeah, for me here, I'm picking Juju because he kind of stood out to me. Let's simulate the rest of this just because I kind of want to see what happens. Let's see what happens. What grade am I going to get for this one? A B+. Let's take a look at that team. Murray, Eckler. We did end up with Dobbins. He is hurt. Reek, Sutton, Ertz at tight end. Juju. Russ. Saints defense. Gray, London, Edmonds, Boyd, Carter, Hines, Gesicki, and Trubisky. Would we be okay with that? Like, how would you guys feel if that ended up being your team? I'll be hitting the waivers. Let's go. Dude. Oh, God. I fucking love your face so much, guy. You make my heart and my soul complete and happy, and we're related in every conceivable fucking way. Oh, God, that's funny. That's funny. Full rebuild, just going full rebuild mode, right? Oh my God. That's fucking funny. Let me pop back over here. Oh shit, the hell is this? Oh, draft wizard, there we go. Home. And then let me drag over Sleeper. Let's update this. And then did you guys want to do a mock with me on Sleeper? Because we can. I could put it in the chat. I have it right here. I did set it up 12 teams. I'm in? Cool. I'm going to claim... I want to be in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to claim 6 for me. Hi. And here's the link to draft. I'm going to send it to Vash on Discord. But here's the link. Y'all want to do a mocks? I've never done one on here before, so bear with me. And let me send one to Vash on Discord. And let me know if that link worked. It should. Oh, Donnie, you are welcome here anytime you want, okay? With your Chargers logo? Could you a man after my own heart? You're so spicy sexy. I love it. I did just do it, 2 minutes per pick. Nothing cray. And I'm going to wait and see if anyone else wants to join us. But we are going to mock draft. So you guys can take the time to prepare yourselves. Got an autographed Keenan Allen jersey. Let's go. I have, and I almost put it on today, but I just went with my polo. I have a powder blue LaDainian Tomlinson jersey. It's the only football jersey that I own. And then I actually haven't, my wife got me this. And I know I have my stuff blurred in the background because my kids are always running around and stuff for my stream. I actually have it right here. I can open it right now. I have right in front of me, which will go up on the wall here soon, probably for the start of the season. I have my little Chargers flag. Go Bolts. Go Bolts. I'm actually going to drape this over my PC over here. Go Bolts. But you guys are more than welcome to mock. If not, Donnie, we can do the mock with just the your computer players, whatever y'all want to do. This is something new for me. Usually I play video games, as you guys know. I used to buy player jerseys every year for my favorite fantasy players. No shit. Nice. Do they make fat people sizes at that particular Chinese website? No way, dude. That's rad. No, that's awesome. Do you keep them on display, or are they just hanging up in the closet? You just look at them. Yeah, because I'm a big dude. I've actually lost. You can update everyone. I have in the last 2 weeks, just with counting my calories and doing my diet stuff. Not like, I don't want to call it a diet because it's not. I'm not doing like keto or anything like that. I'm actually down in 2 weeks. I've lost 17 pounds. Just by keeping between 2,500 and 3,000 calories per day. I'm down 17 pounds in 2 weeks. So I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah. Yeah, my goal, I just kind of picked an arbitrary goal, was to be at 250 pounds. That's where I want to be at, and then I want to start lifting again. I have to be careful when I lift. I have some old Army injuries that have lingered. We have XFL Football League. Vashi, is that you or is that you, guy? XFL Football Elite. I fucking love that name. But I want to get back down to 250, and then I want to start like a little bit of strength training, some core training, and stuff like that. But I want to get my weight under control. It's you, guy. It's you, guy. The XFL is elite in every way. It's time for the XFL. Oh, nice. Oh, shit, Donnie. Nice. Okay. Well, I definitely send me that website, yeah? Put it in the Discord. Here. Put it in the Discord. Absolutely, I'm interested for sure. DH Gate? Okay. Will it send the government to my house? Probably. Got it. I just found it. Oh man, I'm gonna spend a lot of money out here, dude. I'm gonna spend so much money out here. we're gonna be spending lots of money. I haven't heard back from Vash. I know Vash is at work, but he did want to mocky mock, so I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes for Vash. And if he's here, great. If not, then we will start this mock draft. Okay? We could definitely do that. And thank you for that website. Just so they can say, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, man, they got all kinds of goodies on here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man, can I get a fat guy Manchester United jersey? They got 5X stuff and 4X stuff on here, dude. Oh, shit. Yeah, they got legit fat guy stuff. Do customs too, but I haven't messed with those. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, yeah, they got all kinds of good shit on here. Damn, I wish I would have known about this earlier. I would have gotten a new jersey for our draft. Like, we have our fantasy draft on the 13th. So, what is it, week 2 of preseason? Because is it preseason 3 weeks this year? Not letting you claim? Hold up. Let me go. No. No, bitch. Copy invite link. There you go. Here, I'm going to put it in chat, Dash. Try it again. Try that again, Daddy. Is it not letting you in, dude? Does it make you guys create a sleeper account? Yeah, I can try it on your phone. Try that. Try that, Daddy. And Guy, did you choose? It won't even click on anything on my computer. What? Not even on Discord? Try to copy it onto a web browser. If you can. That's weird. I need you to get a better computer. It's probably because you're a Titans fan, so I mean. You know. It's probably because you're a Titans fan. Try to copy that shit. I need you to use some Control C and Control V. I need you to use your tools at your disposal. Vash Daddy. Wait, did you guys choose spots in front of me, like on purpose? Because you guys are going to snipe picks, right? Fuckers. That's exactly what you're going to do. All right, let's start it up. And we'll go from there. So it went Taylor McCaffrey. Oh, of course you picked Derrick Henry, you little shitbag. Kelsey. Ooh, okay. Wow. I love the sound effects. I'm not turning them off. I will not mute them. They're funny. Oh man, I'm going to spend a lot of money on that jersey website. Little Mahomes action. Okay. Oh, you shit. You shit. You knew exactly what I was doing, Donnie. You knew what I was doing. You knew. You figured me out already. By the way, I think Tyreek Hill's going to have a big year in Miami. By the way, I think he's having a big year. Who would have thought that we would do a mock draft live on Twitch? Let's go. You're a penis, by the way. No. No, they're definitely not. I did what I said I wouldn't do, and I took Ezekiel Elliott. That might have been a bad call on my part, but again, we're mock drafting. Joe Burr in round 4. I feel like the other mock draft simulator that I was using, the Fantasy Pros one, did account for the Superflex. Little Lamar. Team 11 is on all running backs, so maybe they went. Maybe their thought process was, we're going to super flex the running back so nobody else gets them. And we could do this a couple times. We could change where we pick as well. Like, I would love to do it as number 12 and see what the roster looks at 12, too. Hi, sweetheart.
Your food.
Thank you.
It's been delivered as well as a cookie.
As well as a cookie, okay.
Yes.
Can you get me some water?
Oh,
Sorry guys,
Your
I'm
cookie
gonna go Mike Williams here. Did you, baby?
Your cookie broke.
What are you doing?
In the bag.
Oh, is it just one cookie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking a non-broken one.
Oh, okay.
And you can take that with you.
Okay.
Do I have a fork in here?
Huh?
Do I have a fork in here?
I'm not sure. I didn't open the bag.
Okay. Well, I hope I do. If not, then I'm not eating.
What did you ask me?
Water, please.
Okay.
Let's see if 11, I'm really curious to see if 11 takes another running back. Vash with Lamar and Murray back-to-back in 3 and 4. Well, 11 took a receiver finally. I just realized I'm over here starring players and you guys could just see them. That's funny. And the Packers bye is week 14? Holy shit. Cordarrelle's such a good pick there, guy. That dude's an absolute beast.
Is your flask in your room?
Yes, baby, it is. Those are my pick. Oh, let's scroll down here.
What the?
Really? Really? the fucking app said, what the? Oh my god. That's funny. How do you add people? I know you can star them, and it doesn't seem to have added them to my queue, but that's okay. Oh, you penis Team 7. Knox is a really good tight end, and in an offense where they're probably going to use the tight end more. Give me one sec, guys. I got to put my food in my app here where I track my calories. Thank you, baby.
Uh-huh.
My pick. Brandon Ayuk. Go Sun Devils. He went to ASU. There we go. I think we'll go Zach Ertz at tight end. Are there any rookie players that you guys are thinking might come off the board early? Any rookies that you think will come off? Or at least like the top 3 rounds, maybe? I'm wondering about that. I definitely found a hole in my lineup, and it's my running backs for sure. Definitely at running back. We're at a hole there. I think I'll go Gage here. Yeah, I don't think so either, Donnie. At least the offensive rookies, right? Like, I don't think they're super hot, for sure. Hished in what way? Like they're not being used enough? But was she on an offense where he was going to live up to that kind of hype, though? Like, I wonder. You know what I mean? Yeah, Dynasty for sure. Yeah. Dynasty for sure. You guys don't mind if I eat, do you? Actually just broke my intermittent fasting. What the hell did they put up in there? Got all kinds of good shit in this salad. Actually, I might set that aside and eat that later. That cookie was really fucking good. I forgot Jarvis Landry went to New Orleans. I wonder what that'll look like.
Come on!
Now the running, or like now the quarterbacks are coming off the board. That's interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna take a rookie here. It wasn't just that pick; it took the next one too. But hey, you got Valdez Scantling, which I think you would take in the 12th round, right? I think one of my favorite parts about fantasy is that you just don't know, like, who's gonna get hurt, who's gonna step up. You know, who's going to be that random dude on the waiver wire that's suddenly just going off all year? I think that might be my favorite part, like, of the whole thing, you know? I'm actually going to save that thing you told me about, Donnie, that spreadsheet to my Google Drive. Oh, I gotta close it. Donnie, it does still have you on auto. You should be able to turn that off. Unless you did want to auto the rest, which is totally fine with me. My next pick is going to put my money where my mouth is. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. Is this the point in the draft where we just start going best player available? Good old BPA? Oh, that's how you queue it up. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that was a queue button. Nice. Now I know. All right, who we taking here? Good BPA is an option. I'm not a huge fan of taking any sort of defense at some point. We're going to go another running back here because I need a running back. I need one. I like Kenneth Gainwell. Not bad. We'll take that. We'll take it. Guy of Thrones taking a kicker in the 7th round is my favorite thing ever. It's my favorite thing ever. Really proud of you for doing that. Like that Darrell Williams pick. He's actually not too bad. Not too bad. What do we got here? We can go receiver here. Let's go Mecole, even though I think he gets left out in Kansas City. They did have a good year last year. Most drafting in leagues with team defenses like this one, right? Browns' early schedule was pretty soft. They're a very good pick for the first quarter. Okay. Do you think not having Watson, though, takes away some of that defensive impact? Because I think they're going to be on the field a lot, which means they could potentially give up points, right? Because the Browns, offensively, they just took probably the biggest hit you can think of, right? I mean, they have so many good defenders, especially up front, like the front seven, to where they're going to get sacks, they're going to force fumbles, right? Which gives them extra points. Just so maybe that makes it to where, okay, cool. And like if their schedule's soft, and then that could definitely help them. Yeah, Mikey, you can do it on the phone or the website. We're almost done with this one. We have about a round and a half left. I think I have to take a kicker or a defense here, don't I? Yeah, I do. I'm going to make Vash happy and take Tennessee's defense. And Mikey, we're doing it for the league that we're in together, not the dynasty one, but the other one where we have the super flex for the two quarterbacks. So I can kind of see how some people, not necessarily, I don't think the computer factored in the super flex. Maybe that changes or alters, but it definitely wasn't factored in this time. It didn't seem. But it's I wanted to see what those drafts looked like with the two quarterbacks. In this one, which was our first full mock, I did some ones that I auto-drafted. But for this one, I ended up with Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and my backup being Trevor Lawrence at pick 6. Not a fan of my running backs. My receivers are okay. I would give this team a B-. My team a B-. Trevor Lawrence is used to pick 6. Wait, did I take him to the 6th round? No, I didn't. Shut up. Please, with mine so fat? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm fat too, you know. No, Vash, where you did Jackson and Murray back to back. Now we have to remember that I'm drafting in a league in the state of Arizona in a 2-quarterback league. I don't think Murray gets to round 5. No shot he gets to round 5.
What?
5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5 I think I have to take a kicker with my last pick. No, do I? Yeah, I think I do. Guy took a kicker in round 7. I like kickers in domes. Let's go Will Lutz. I wonder if it ranks your draft after, too. Weird it didn't let me pick my last 2. Well, you timed out on the first one, and then it puts you on auto draft. We're not going to convert it to a league. I got Captain America. You did. That's America's ass. So, I did what I probably won't do again, and that's take Ezekiel Elliott. Dylan, okay. I hate my running backs on this team. Like, I legit hate them. Receivers are good. Having Allen and Burrow, okay. That I'm more than comfortable with. Guy of Thrones won. Like he won for sure. Let's take a look. Donnie went Mahomes Herbert, just fucking AFC. I'm sorry, West. You get AFC West just straight up. And then Kittle, which I thought was cool. Pittman's a great receiver. Sutton's gonna have a good year with Russ, Sanders. Look at that. Oh my god. Heck, even the 2 you auto-picked were perfect fits for your team, too. And then you got a guy that's probably going to throw 32 interceptions. Take a look. Kelsey round 1, which I thought was fine. Chubb, Allen, Metcalf, then Russ. With Mayfield. Again, I'm judging it off of the 2 quarterback. Love the Cordell Patterson pick. Justin Tucker is great. Landry, Hubbard, who might see time because McCaffrey. Pickens, who is he's a rookie. Darrell Williams, who I like. Jones, Osprey. That's not bad. Vash's draft was interesting. He gets Henry with Kamara, then pairs it with Debo. He drafted 3 running backs. He went RB. I think Samuel should be able to put in a running back slot, by the way. That's just my opinion. Jackson, Murray, Juju, who I like. I like the Juju pick. Knox, who's going to get a ton of catches. Gordon, who I hate. You can literally throw him at a dumpster fire. Like, literally throw Melvin Gordon into a trash can and set it on fire. I hate him. With Higbee, I like Higbee. Higbee won me money a couple times on weeks that I thought I wasn't going to win on daily fantasy. Higbee's random-ass catches won me like $10-15. It was great. Boyd is really good. Round 11, Boyd, too. Fields, that's basically a throwaway pick, right? Rams defense. Rams and Bucks defense. Who drafts backup defenses? Who drafts backup defenses? If you're drafting a backup defense, your whole team is garbage. Shut up. That was my auto pick. I don't want to hear your bullshit, all right? It's your fault, probably. Robbie Anderson. He might be interesting with Baker. I've been screwed. Pierce and Prater. Yeah, no, good picks. Would we like to do another one? Because I'm down if you guys are. I'm definitely down to do one more like that. Can I restart it from here? How do I do this? Imagine converting this into a league. You're down? Let's do another one. Let's go new mock. Does it keep the same settings, though? I think it does. I'm out. It's a lot of work. Well, yeah, for sure. No. Let me put the link in chat for another one. I'm going to do pick 12 this time. By the way. And let me just double check the settings. I'm pretty sure it all stays the same. Yeah, okay, cool. It's all the same. That's awesome, actually. Holy shit, that's cool. Okay, this is a way better mock draft system than ESPN. Like, legit. Plus, I did that on my phone with your stream up on my phone. So your phone was just running slow then, right? Like, just flat out slow, right? I'll wait a couple minutes if there's anyone in chat, anyone else that wants to join. But this is way better than ESPN's mock draft system. But we'll do one more, and then we'll do some final thoughts. And then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to eat, but I will be on tonight playing video games. Well, why didn't you just draft on your work computer, guy? Gosh. You act like that IT would care. You act like IT would care. Just do it on your work computer. It's okay. Oh, good. Vash, you got in okay this time? Nice. No issues. But I'll wait 2 or 3 more minutes. IT wouldn't managers though, yeah. Do they check your guys' like internet browsing history, keystrokes, and shit like that? Yay. I should probably clear my browsing history on my work computer before I turn it in, huh? Do they really, guy? Like even when you work from home, they monitor every move? Don't look up vabbing on any computer ever in any context. Fucking Christ. Your little man is going with a different look than normal for his haircut? Oh, Lord. God help the world. If you look up vabbing and then tell other people not to look up vabbing, you're basically a piece of shit. Really, guy? How do they monitor that? Like, I mean, like, I'm not... It's not that I'm not tech savvy. I certainly am. But I'm guessing you have to log into, like, your work's VPN. Right? That they require you to log in. Friar Tuck look. That they require you to log into your work's network, your work's VPN, and they monitor everything you do. That also means they don't trust their employees. You're doing a reverse mullet. People in chat here, Mikey, you want to join us? Here's the link. Yeah, we have a VPN. See, there is a work VPN that we have, but we're not required to log into. At least at my previous job, the one that I just left, we were never required to log into it. Mikey, there's the draft to this mock draft that I'm going to start here in like a minute or two. If you want to join us. You're more than welcome. Anyone's welcome, by the way, until we fill up all 12 slots. No mullet. He was wanting a mohawk again for school, but I said no. Yeah, we can't have mohawks in school. But I guess we could. Guy, you should Google something inappropriate on your work computer and see what happens. And Mikey, just so you know, this, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but this mock draft is set up for the draft that we have in a couple weeks with the 2 quarterbacks, you know, like the super flex option, full PPR, all that stuff. Does Kyler Murray have COVID? We're far enough out from the regular season that he won't miss a regular... He doesn't have COVID. He just doesn't want to play in the preseason. Can someone that short get COVID? Like, doesn't he fly under the radar of the virus? Yeah, it's 5 days. He's fine. He just doesn't want to fucking do minicamp. Or like the start of training camp. That he doesn't have COVID. He's a fucking liar. Will his agent come out with a poorly grammatically worded statement about how Kyler is battling this? Mini camp is just camp. That's going on TikTok. Mini camp to Kyler Murray is just camp. Fuck. Mikey, I'll tag you when I make that a TikTok, okay? I'll give you full credit for that joke. Oh, man. AJ Brown's recent tweet? Hold up. What was AJ Brown's recent tweet? Did he say that? Because that's lit. Where's my Twitter? Oh, stop making me do things. I can't show my Twitter on Twitch. Hold on. AJ Brown. Basically, all four of us got the same contract, and I'm the only one that got traded. Is that the one we're talking about? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Anywho, go Birds. Oh, dude. And he tweeted out the Titans versus Eagles on December 4th. Oh, dude. You guys are going to get shit on in that game. Have fun losing to the Eagles. Have fun not beating the Eagles that week, yo. All right, let's start this draft here. There we go. Yes. All right, we're up. No shot. Good for AJ, though. Good for AJ. You know what the problem is with Googling or looking up AJ Brown's Twitter? Eagles fans who are just as bad as Cowboys fans without the Super Bowls. At least they got one, I guess. They're insufferable. Did you go McCaffrey number one? I think that's consensus at this point. I hate that we got you should. Who's your guys' best receiver right now? Me? I a starting receiver. You're gonna like am I a starting receiver for the Tennessee Titans? Oh, Jamar Chase there. Let's go. The rookie from Arkansas. Yes. Little Jamar Chase action, Mikey? Wow. All right, let's get spicy. Let's get spicy.
Wow.
Oh, Alan Herbert back-to-backer. Let's go. Turn me up.
Wow.
I love the sound effects on Sleeper, by the way. Sound effects on Sleeper are top tier. I'm getting crazy this time seeing something. Okay. You know, Cook, Kamara. Yeah, okay. I see you. Does Mikey provide voiceover for Sleeper? Absolutely. 100p he does. I also hope that you guys had fun today doing this. Yeah, I've never done anything like this before. I hope this was worth your time, I guess. That I provided you some fun during work time. Mikey does have a sexy voice. 100% Mikey has a sexy voice. Who the fuck took Debo? God damn it, Donnie. I fucking love you, but you took my guy. Butthole. Fuck Zeke again? Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck, Zeke again? Am I just taking Zeke? Yeah, fuck it. I don't think we're. I mean, like, I still think we're definitely not seeing the auto draft teams consider the super flex. Ooh. Fuck you, Vash. Penis. Just posted my Keenan Allen jersey in Discord. Let's go. Let's take a look. Did you do pictures? First off, thank you for joining the Discord. It's nice to have you there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Keenan Allen, best route runner in pro football. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Zero arguments. Keenan Allen's the best route runner in pro football. If you disagree with that statement, your opinion is wrong. Trying to see what Vash sees, and I think I know what he's doing. I definitely don't like the 12th pick. 6, I think, had better options, but I do. I mean, I obviously went a little crazy with the quarterbacks, but 2 top tier guys. I see what you're doing. I also see Donnie mid round stacking his quarterbacks in a 2 quarterback league. That's fucking spicy. I like the spicy over there. I'm really liking the spicy. I do think. And now this is just fun kind of looking at the draft board and seeing what people are doing. Fucking Donnie. Vash has got to go quarterback here, right? Is that what we're doing here? Oh, wow. The Thielen, you took my pick. I think you guys all looked at my queue and just took my players. Is that what happened here? Like, is that what happened? Fucking penises. That's 1,000% what happened. Let's go. Definitely back to backers here, which is always the case. Let me actually look at my roster. I actually kind of like, yeah, I'm going to go Devonta Smith again. I think he has a big year. Panay? Penises. No, penises. Penis. Oh shit, it's my pick again. Fuck. La, 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 la. I think we're gonna go Devin Singletary here. That'll actually fill out my roster. Yep. So now we're gonna look at backups. The quarterbacks happened. Did Vash wait too long? I think you waited one round. Obviously, it's showing us you waited one round too long. You stacked really good players, don't get me wrong, but now your best quarterback option is probably Derek Carr. Right? Also, the disrespect of these rankings. Trey Lance is ranked higher than Derek Carr. Fuck off. Fuck off. How much did it pain you to pick Kirk Cousins as your first quarterback? Gotta get a kicker. What was the pain there? Jackson, Murray, Hurts? Golly, that's a fucking stacked quarterback slot there. Mikey with Mahomes and Russ. All four of the AFC West quarterbacks are off the board. Definitely have trade bait. But in a 2-quarterback league, trading for a quarterback, you're going to have to give up quite a bit. Quite a bit. Running back and a receiver at best. I mean, like, it depends on who they are. Oops. I didn't mean to scroll down so far. Oh, Melvin Gordon off the board. I was going to take him there. Okay. Again, a running back conundrum, which I think could be easily addressed. I think we'll go here, and then we're going to go... How bad is Claypool's injury? Do we know? Day to day? Okay. So he's fine. Carter Claypool, I would take that. I would take it. I would take it. I really, 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 really would. Scroll down here so we can see the rest here. I don't think my team sucks. Running backs are hit and miss. I like my receivers. I think Robinson on the Rams is going to do things. I like Devonta Smith. Got Kittle. Good. I got Allen and Herbert. I think that makes up for a lot. Come on. I think you're just mad because I haven't drafted a kicker yet. That's what I think. You need a kicker. I take the kicker in the last 2 rounds. Always have. Always have. Oh, he took Scantling? Fucking shithead. Fucking hate that guy. That guy's a penis. Like Madison, and I think we'll go... Come back around to me. We'll find out. And I think we will go... Best kicker in the NFL can you like 9 to 20 points a game? It depends on your kicker stats in your league. And I think I'll go Rondell Moore here. But you also have to look at a lot of different factors when it comes to kickers as well. I also do not have a backup tight end. We'll have to address that. Yeah, I wonder if you have different kicker settings in your league. That's awful high for a kicker. Oops. I didn't mean to click on Allen Robinson there. That's pretty high for kicker stats. I wonder if you guys have kicking distance modifiers. Like for longer field goals, you get more points. Like I've seen that. Yeah, that right there. Yeah. Well, I've even seen it where it's like 2 points for 20 to 35 yards, 3 points for 40 plus, like 40 to 50, 4 points for 50 to 55, and like 5 points for 60 plus yard field goals. Yeah, I've seen there's some crazy kicker modifiers that you can do. I'm thinking the more I look at this team, I might like it more than when I picked number 6. I still hate my running backs. I hate them. But I might like it a little bit more. I would give my first draft on 6 a B-. Thus far here, B. Just a little bit better for me anyway. I do like now that Vash has Mac Jones as his second quarterback with Kirk Cousins. that might be my new favorite thing. Where are we at here? So we need a second tight end. I think we'll go Noah Fant here. And then we also need a quarterback. Also get a quality D. I always have a quality D. Look at me. Look at me. And I want to go for my third quarterback. I hate Ryan. I hate Jameis. I think I'm going to go Zach. Probably could have waited around for that, but I'm fine with it. See, Guy, I do defenses on a week-to-week basis in fantasy football. I look for matchups and who's on the waiver wire. Because even great defenses that you have, do you want to give up a roster spot to have a second defense? I never have a backup defense. Ever. I ensure that I get a shit defense in the draft guide just so I can have some fun on a weekly basis. On Sunday morning at 6 a.m., I start looking at matchups and what defenses are available on the waiver wire. That's literally how I do my defenses. And who are they playing? Is it indoor, outdoor? What's the weather like? Does the other team's offense have any injuries? That's literally how I do my defenses every week. Every week. Buttspot hasn't got me lately. Just give it time. Give it time. Buttspot always wins. Always. I miss getting got by Buttspot. Fuck. I was really hoping it would say penis Buttspot. We haven't changed the word in a while. It was butt sex for a long time. Now it's penis. I should do a game where we change the buttspot word, where you guys have the opportunity to choose the buttspot word. I'll go Mecole Hardman, and now we will draft a defense, and I will go... We'll do New England's defense here. And then my last pick, as always, as usual, will be a kicker. Yeah, Buttspot. Fuck you. Donnie, what a team, dude. Holy shit, what a team. For the number one pick, too, in a 12-team draft, it's so hard to piece together something like that good. Also, do you think some of that happened because obviously the auto draft doesn't consider the super flex spot? Did maybe Murray or Hurts happen because no other quarterbacks were taken other than by user drafters? Until you made that pick, because then Burrow was taken. So that's something I have to consider, too, using this as pseudo-research for... I love that I ignored Austin Hooper. Did I draft a backup tight end? Yeah, I did. I got Noah Fant. And Jefferson. I like that pick, Mikey. Van's a fun little player. Piper, where's your sister?
She getting Liam's haircut.
Oh, she went with mommy. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Bash took Fitzpatrick in hopes that he would come back. Oh, you gotta love the Fitz magic, man. It's a sad day. It's a sad day when a guy like that is out of the league. For sure. We'll do McManus here for my kicker. It's a sad day when a guy like that is out of the league. So what did you guys think about that? And thank you, Donnie, for bringing up Sleeper, because I thought it was just stuff on the app and we couldn't do it here on screen and actually see it and talk shit. Rest in peace, Fitz. I fucking love that guy. Dude... First off, Harvard educated, which is already fucking superior to me anyway, and has a beard of a god, and was a serviceable quarterback in the toughest position in one of like in the most loved sport in America. I mean, come on, dude. Spot. 10 out of 10 would do this again. 10 out of 10 would do this Peterson. Yes! Buttspot wins! Oh my god. Oh my god, Buttspot. Hold on. Hold on. Oh god. Where's my snipping tool? This is going on Twitter. Oh my god. Hold up. It's going on Twitter. I'll tag you. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. Alright, it's on Twitter. It's 100% on Twitter. Oh, Buttspot asks for no quarter and gives no quarter. Nope, not at all. He straight up drops dimes, bitches. No, really, minus the Buttspot thing. Did you guys enjoy this? Did we have fun today? Talking about fantasy football and shit. Donnie, I thank you for joining us and for following. 2 hours ago, Ad stuck around to mock draft and give me tools to even be better at fantasy football. You're a fucking legend. Like, honestly. Yeah, me too, man. That's fucking great. And usually I play video games, so I'll definitely be back doing that. It was good. I like doing some mock drafts tonight, so I enjoyed the hell out of this. I Penis enjoyed the help. Buttspot is out to destroy Vash's soul today. Wish I was on my PC. I could see that for sure. Mikey joined us too. Donnie, I mix it up. I'll play Warzone every now and again. I will rage hard at Warzone. We do Fortnite, no build. I do the cycle sometimes. I do Destiny sometimes. Fall Guys, all kinds of stuff. Fuck off, Buttspot. Look, that's why. You can't be doing that to Buttspot. We need to get a group of dudes to do a panel, like a fantasy football panel. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that through Discord, right? And then stream it through Discord. Oh, are you, Donnie? That's rad. That's awesome. I'm terrible at Destiny, and I'm so far behind this season, but that's my chill game. That's my relax game. Oh, same here, dude. Come on. Come on. But I really hope this is fun. Was there any other points about football in general and fantasy football that we wanted to discuss? Was there any other topics you guys wanted to touch on, other than the Chargers are winning the West? As a matter of fact, I have a $25 bet that I put in 3 weeks ago that the order of finish in the West, the AFC West, will be Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders. That was a plus 1,000. So it would be 250. Don't do cocaine. It's debatable. And I'm banned from Twitch. And I'm banned from Twitch immediately. It's debatable. It's 100% debatable. I personally had an absolute fucking blast doing this. This was fucking hella fun. Like, a lot of fun. Like, truly, hanging out with you guys. Thank you, Vash. Well, hey. 10 team, 0.5 PPR. My keepers are Mark Andrews and Mike Williams. Who do I take at 9th overall? In a 10 team, 0.5 PPR, take at 9. Shit, I would take quarterback. Hell, I'd take Herbert and pair him with Williams. Or does somebody else have Herbert as their keeper? Like, what are your options? Who are the other players that were kept? I would need to know that information, I think. Okay, here we go. Diggs, Aaron Jones, Cup. Cup. Yeah, I will not get off the Cup train until he proves me wrong. So if he's an option, I would take him. All the mocks go out the window. No, not Casper. No. Margot. When Margot decides someone is a sleeper. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Between Diggs and Aaron Jones. Okay. The answer's double D. So it's between Diggs and Aaron Jones. So those are your two choices. Oh, shit. Diggs plays on an offense where he's going to get touches, but he also plays on an offense where if the weather in Buffalo sucks, he's going to get no touches. And they threw the ball an awful lot late season to other receivers like Emmanuel Sanders. Got a lot of touches late season in Buffalo. I think I would go Aaron Jones. Because I think Jones is going to get you more consistent touches. He might not get the big play as much as Diggs does, but I think you're going to get more out of him overall. That would be my choice. Would it be easy choice? No, because Diggs is Diggs. Oh wait, cut boobs. Boobs is always the answer. Just pick boobs. Well, Mikey, you're right. When somebody decides that a sleeper needs to be picked early, shit goes crazy. All right, guys. Are we going to raid anyone? I think we should. Oh, I know who we're raiding. I already know. Kreeza's on. I already know. Let me pull up Kreeza here. Kreeza. Hotspot is absolutely destroying your fucking soul. Oh my god. I don't believe you. I don't believe that at all. I'm never coming here. I actually have it programmed to where Buttspot just absolutely destroys you. It targets Vash. This has to be a wreck. It might be. It gets Truby an awful lot too, though, right, guy? Like, it legit gets Truby an awful lot. Like, just straight slammed. Like, Kreeza is actually starting the campaign for Halo 2. She's going through all of the Halo campaigns. Pika Penis was the best one. Hands down the best one. Donnie, thank you so much for coming by and not just stopping in, but engaging, giving me tools to perhaps have a better fantasy year. That spreadsheet's already in my Google Drive, so that's going to be legit. Thank you for showing us Sleeper so we can mock draft together pretty easily, so I really appreciate that. We will do stuff like this again. If you guys want, weekly, I can plan something where we just talk about the week's worth of fantasy football. I am fine with that. We can do it weekly, we can do it bi-weekly, we can do it monthly, but we will do something where we keep talking about fantasy football, because this was fucking fun. So, I love you guys. Let's go see Kreeza. I will be back on later tonight playing video games. I don't know what the fuck I'm playing, but I want to play some video games tonight. So we'll see. But, you know, like I will be back on. Let's go see Kreeza, because my timer's running out. I love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. I hope you had a good time, and we'll see you next time.
Be friends.
Kathy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. It is rain. I saw you were doing something with Missy football, I believe.